Pound for pound sports entertainment. It's your host F Merritt. I'm just doing a spontaneous live. Hit the like button, comment below. I greatly appreciate you. If you're blessed, hit the like button. If you're stressed, hit the like button. Now, I'm gonna start trying to send out reminders, give alerts, let you guys know when I'm be going live. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start streaming a lot more. Um, yeah, man. I'm just gonna do this update. Not really update, but just kind of touching base on what happened in boxing yesterday. Um, I had the Tyson Fury interview with Behind the Gloves. You guys check that out. Check out Behind the Gloves. You know what I'm saying? They do good interviews, good content over there. But yeah, Tyson Fury, he sat there, had his little had a flower suit on. You know what I'm saying? Comfortable. It looked like they were in like one of those really nice hotel rooms. And he sat there and talked to what's her name, Miss Michelle Joyce Phelps. I think that's her name. Yeah, I believe that's her name. Anyway, yeah. So it was a good interview. For the little bit that I saw, 30-minute interview. Go check it out if you need to. And if just please excuse the noise right now because I'm driving. But yeah, 30-minute interview, Tyson Fury. And in my mind, it was a waste of time. The reason why I say it's a waste of time and Tyson Fury was saying, "Oh, there's no doubt in my mind. I'm gonna be fighting Anthony Joshua, and I started camp, and it's okay, cool. But yeah, what's up with the whole court situation with Deontay Wilder? Oh well, I'm paying these lawyers a lot of money. I can't do a good Tyson Fury. I'm paying these lawyers a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Paying them millions of dollars for them to handle that. And then Michelle, the interviewer, I'll just say the interviewer. But yeah, the interviewer, she was saying, so what happens if Wilder wins? Like, are you gonna be able to fight AJ like you want to, or anybody for that matter, until this court issued is settled with Deontay Wilder? Tyson Fury said, I don't know about that. So you mean to tell me, and I trust me, I know, I see everything, I hear everything. So in my mind, if I was the average casual boxing fan, they're caught up in everything. They see everything, the alerts and everything. Oh, Tyson Fury, oh, Anthony Joshua, they're gonna fight for undisputed. Cool. But that they don't really even know that Tyson Fury is in court with Deontay Wilder, right? This is where I feel a certain way. Got certain boxing fans, really haters of Deontay Wilder, sitting there saying, "Oh, Wilder needs to retire. Oh, he's crazy. This, that, and the third. Oh, Fury beat the fight out of him." How does somebody beat the fight out of you when Deontay Wilder is the one that wants the trilogy? He wants his get back. He wants a chance to get his belt back. He wants to avenge his loss. Tyson Fury doesn't want to do that. Now, all credit to Tyson Fury, switching up the game plan, coming in there and doing something I didn't think he was going to do, or didn't think he was crazy enough to do, but he went in there and did it, even though it has some kind of controversy. I'm not getting into that. But, hit the like button when you come in here. But all I'm saying is, fans sit there and see Tyson Fury and AJ talking about undisputed, and they don't even know Tyson Fury may not be able to fight anybody until this court situation is taken care of with Deontay Wilder. Now, I know Bob Arum, last time Bob Arum was on Barbershop Conversations, he was asked about that. What's going on in the court, with Deontay Wilder? And, Bob, he kind of hinted that Wilder lost, but then he doubled back and said, hey, if we go ahead and do the fight, basically, Wilder could just sue, for, I think, damages or whatever. Now, I don't know how much that is. Now, say hypothetically, if Wilder sues for damages, meaning like if he won the case and Tyson Fury and AJ still go ahead and do undisputed. Now I would imagine that Tyson Fury would have to drop the WBC belt, but Tyson Fury revealed in the interview with Behind the Gloves he doesn't care about the belts, and I understand it. At this point, you've had all the belts. It doesn't matter. The belts mean nothing to you. At this point, it's just about being the best of your era. That's it. Now, AJ, on the other hand, he obviously cares about the belts. And okay, cool. That's his leverage. Tyson Fury also said that AJ Can't even if AJ beats Tyson Fury, he cannot say he's the best until he fights Deontay Wilder. I agree. Bottom line, y'all, everybody's got to fight everybody. If you get to the cream of the crop, the best of your division, you got to fight each other. Ain't no running around, running away, picking and choosing. Like, there's a grace period for that kind of stuff, right? You go handle your business, you take care of this guy, you do step up fights. Okay, he's taking on a tougher challenger, you get a belt. To me, nowadays in boxing, you getting a belt just gets you into the game. You feel what I'm saying? You get a belt, then you unify. Excuse me, because I'm getting on the freeway. But yeah, you get a belt, then you unify. I mean, I don't know what a lot of fighters would try to complain about. You got 37,000 champions in each division. Take your pick. You feel what I'm saying? You got this belt, that belt, vacant belt. Somebody retires, somebody gets stripped, somebody becomes an interim. You know what I'm saying? We got a gold belt, we got a Mayan belt, we got how many belts you want? Hell, you know what? How about right now? Anybody listening to this, go ahead and check your email because the WBC might just make you a champion. Click that email, WBA2. Hit the email. Ask Ugas about that. Ask Ugas about that. You might get elevated. You know what I'm saying? WBC might just send you an email, say, hey, you're the champ now. I turned them down. They sent me a belt last week. I'm like, no, I'm good. I appreciate y'all, though. You feel what I'm saying? Bottom line is, Tyson Fury and AJ, if that fight happens, I don't know. I don't know who would win that fight. I think I'd have to go with AJ. But then again, I don't know. I might just flip flop. But bottom line is, Tyson Fury did the interview, and he's saying he wants to fight AJ. I know he's getting antsy. We're still waiting on an announcement, by the way. I'm just saying. I just think it's all strategic. Everybody wants Deontay Wilder to fight somebody. They want Deontay Wilder to come back, pick an opponent because everybody knows that they're in the courtroom right now. So they could look at the judge and be like, hey, judge, look, Deontay Wilder, it's rumored for him to be fighting this guy. And Tyson Fury, we already got undisputed. They got the fight. We got a fight date. We got a location. We're ready to go. So the judge could be like, okay, don't worry about a trilogy. You guys can win. That way it sways in Tyson Fury's favor. Now, if the fight happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, it is what it is. Bottom line, Deontay Wilder's holding up everything. Deontay Wilder's holding up undisputed between AJ and Tyson Fury. Deontay Wilder's also holding up Usyk and Joe Joyce. Because think about this. Hypothetically, if Deontay Wilder wins the case in court, right? So he'll have to fight his trilogy fight with Tyson Fury, leaving AJ to fight his WBO mandatory in Usyk. So Joe Joyce will be asked out. Another person that will be asked out, Dillian White. Dillian White just got his WBC interim title back because he just stopped Povetkin. That was actually a rematch because Povetkin knocked him out with a disgusting uppercut. I'm talking Street Fighter like Ryu and Ken uppercut, like one of them Hadouken. Like he was gone. It was hilarious. I enjoyed every bit of it. But salute to Dillian White. He came back. He got his fake, interim belt back. So hypothetically, it's just so many different scenarios that could happen in this whole Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, AJ situation. See what I'm saying? So hypothetically, even if the judge orders Tyson Fury to fight Deontay Wilder, run back a trilogy, and Tyson Fury says, "Nah, I'm not fighting him," and matter of fact, here goes your belt back. That would make Dillian White the WBC champion. And I know, what's the name? Suleiman, the CEO, not CEO, whatever, the head of the WBC organization, he already said he would love a fight between Dillian White and Deontay Wilder. That fight is well overdue. That fight should have happened. That fight probably should have happened at least 2 years ago. But we understand it was, politics, a lot of behind the scenes stuff going on. It is what it is. I'm not mad about it. But just keep your eyes open for that Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, AJ situation, man. There's so many ways this thing can go. There's so many different scenarios that can happen. It's all about money. That's all it's about. It's all about money. It's all about politics. This is gonna have corruption written all over this. Hell, we might just have the WBC step in and franchise. Make Tyson Fury the franchise champion. I guarantee you, watch. It's a possibility. It's all this stuff is crazy. So bottom line, if I'm Deontay Wilder, I would want the Tyson Fury trilogy, but just mentally prepare yourself for disappointment. Prepare yourself for some bullshit. Real talk. Prepare yourself for it. Prepare yourself for a possibility of might have to fight Dillian White to get your strap back. And I think you can do it. Now, if you go over there and beat Dillian White, cool. Beat him. Get as much money as you can. Beat him. Come back. You know, we don't know. We don't know what shape you're gonna be in. We don't know if taking that loss to Tyson Fury has done something to you mentally. I don't think so. I think you'll be okay. I think he's gonna be fine. But nonetheless, moving on. Just y'all hit the like button when you come in here. I greatly appreciate y'all, man. Subscribe to the channel as well. Salute to whoever's listening to you. I mean, listening to your boy. You know what I'm saying? I greatly appreciate you. It was what time is it? It's like 4:30 right now too. But yeah, I mean, moving on. Something else happened yesterday. Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney going back and forth a little bit. Um, Ryan Garcia made the announcement that he's going to be fighting for Tuna in July. I believe that fight and the Linares and Devin Haney fight is 1 week away from each other. 1 week apart from each other, which is cool. But everybody, I'm literally looking. I was literally looking on Ryan Garcia's page earlier, and everybody was killing him in the comment section. Everybody's saying Fortuna, who is this guy? Now, obviously, these are a lot of casuals. They don't. They just want to support Ryan, but I see a lot of them are mad at him, and he did it to himself. He did it to himself. He opened his mouth. He sat there, says, "I'm gonna fight Tank. I don't want to fight anybody else." Blah blah blah. That Tank fight is happening. Blah blah blah. Then out of nowhere, I'm fighting Manny Pacquiao. It's gonna be a passing of the torch. Oh, what a great opportunity. Oh man, I don't care. I'll come up to 47. Like, bruh, listen. I'm talking about even fight posters were made. They had a flyer. They made a Pacquiao flyer. That was ridiculous. Now, was it wishful thinking? Yeah. Did the fight make any sense? Absolutely not. Would it have made some money? Yeah, it would have. That's what it's all about. Yes, it would have made some money. But my thing is, once again, the WBC president, Suleiman, he came out and said that we understand that Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney were supposed to fight each other, but according to Ryan Garcia's side, they felt that the fight wasn't, the fight could be bigger if they wait a little bit. So that's why they chose to go ahead and let him get, I guess, not a mandatory, but a voluntary title defense of his interim belt. It's not even a real belt, bro. Ryan Garcia, you do not have a belt. You have this. Yeah, no, you're the mandatory. I've never seen a mandatory turn down a title shot, and that's what Devin Haney said. That joke was so crazy. Like, you sitting there doing all this talking. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I don't want to fight Haney, and Haney has to do more. And no, none of these dudes at 135 have done anything except for Teofimo. That's it. Teofimo will be alone. Teofimo will be alone. He can do whatever he wants right now. Tank's getting great, devastating knockouts, but you ain't fighting nobody. You didn't fight Loma. You haven't fought Tio. You haven't fought Devin. You ain't even fought Ryan. Ryan, you haven't beat anybody. You beat Luke Campbell. You got put down in the second round when you fought Luke Campbell. Congratulations. Now you got the big head and think you're untouchable. And I guarantee you, and congratulations to Ryan Garcia for that Gatorade sponsorship. But I guarantee you, when that sponsorship starts kicking in and you start seeing these commercials and ads of Ryan Garcia everywhere, oh, he will be one of the most protected fighters in the world. I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna tell you what I in my mind. I'm gonna tell you what in my mind the WBC wants to happen. They want Devin Haney to move up. They want Devin Haney to move up to 140. They want Ryan Garcia to be their champion so bad. They cannot wait until Jose Ramirez and Josh Taylor, unify and have undisputed for 140, and then they move up to 147 because they know the belts are going to be dispersed at 140, and everybody's going to start moving up, and Ryan Garcia is going to be a champion. They want that green strap around his waist. Sad. It's sad. That's sad, man. But the fact that Ryan Garcia came out and said, talking to Devin, saying that Devin tried to play the political game and he's a fake champion, and Ryan says he's gonna fight other guys like Teofimo Lopez, Gervonta Tank Davis, and then he'll fight Devin Haney when he actually fights someone. Is that just the whole? Is that the theme of Devin Haney? He ain't fought nobody. Well, how can I fight somebody if nobody wants to fight me? That's just crazy to me. Nobody wants to fight Devin Haney. If I'm Devin Haney, I'm holding on to this strap as long as I possibly can. Matter of fact, if I keep making 135 easily, I'm just gonna hold on to that strap. Because Teofimo got all the other belts. Tank has the WBA regular. Ryan has a interim belt. So you go parade yourself around out here like you a real champion. You're not a real champion, sir. You can be. You have the potential to be, and I honestly believe you will be. But right now, you're not a champion. That's the problem I have with any fighter going around here with these interim belts, secondary little fake belts. They're not real. You're not the champion. Those interim belts, those little fake belts or whatever, they should be they should be small. They should be smaller than the actual belt. It's disrespectful. I'm not saying take away the sanction fees. Do what y'all do as as a sanctioning body, but at the same time, you got their champion looking crazy. You got people questioning who's the champion, and that's not right. Especially when one side doesn't want to fight the other. But yeah, y'all be on the lookout for Ryan Garcia against Fortuna, which is a very tough fight. Very, very tough fight. That might be an ugly fight. Fortuna might make that a nasty fight. And also be on the lookout for Devin Haney against Linares. That's gonna be a good fight. I like that fight. I believe that fight's gonna be in Las Vegas. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Also, other news: Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall, I believe that's her name. They're going back and forth. They've been going back and forth on Twitter for like 2 days. It's ridiculous. Eddie Hearn. You know what? Salute to Eddie Hearn. All respect to Eddie Hearn. Give this man a hand clap. This man is single-handedly keeping the women's division, women's boxing. Eddie Hearn is keeping women's boxing alive. You wanna know why? You wanna know how? Because he just had what's her name? He just had Cecilia Brakus and Jessica McCants. Is that her name? I believe. Yeah, they fought on the zone. That's the second fight, and actually, to me, that was the co-main event for the Estrada and Chocolatito too. I enjoyed that fight. I didn't even watch that fight. I didn't even watch the main event. I'm not gonna lie. I was looking forward to the girls' fight. I fully support women's boxing 100%. Straight up. Nobody can never say I don't. Fully respect all women's boxing, man. I enjoy women's boxing. The rounds need to be three rounds. I mean, the rounds need to be 3 minutes. Y'all need to protest about that or contest about that, or both fighters agree. And then I believe if the fights were longer, then I believe that the y'all would get more knockouts. You know what I'm saying? But Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall going back and forth, very interesting. Um, Eddie Hearn is trying to build up Savannah Marshall. They know dang well that Cecilia, that Clarissa Shields has a MMA fight coming up in June. Y'all be on the lookout for that. Fully support her. So guess what? I'm gonna talk as much crap as I possibly can right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm a troll her. I'm a clout chase off of her name because she's the GWO. And guess what? We're gonna build up Savannah Marshall. That's what Eddie's game plan is. Let's build up Savannah Marshall. She just beat somebody in devastating fashion Saturday. So guess what? We're gonna put her right back in there. I'm gonna build her up, obviously off the fact that she beat Clarissa Shields in the Olympics. Congratulations, But this is a different fighter now. This is a different fighter now. So we'll see what happens, but it's gonna be very interesting. This week of boxing is very interesting, man. It's a lot of different things, a lot of moves being made, a lot of things happening. Also, Jer- Jaron Boots Ennis. Listen, give this man all his respect. Give him his flowers now, because I think a lot of real boxing fans, we see greatness in this man. We see the future of the welterweight division, and the future might happen. That his era might be starting like very, very soon. Hopefully, in my mind, if he can get an IBF, if he can get a mandatory in the IBF for Errol Spence fight, oh my God, that'd be a great fight. I see no flaws in Boots. I think the numbers came out for Showtime. I think he did 250,000, 240 something thousand was the peak of that. And guess what? He did his job. He beat the dog shit out of Lipinus. And I like Lipinus. He can fight. That guy is he's a very good fighter. But Boots beat the dog shit out of him. It was easy. It was easy for him. He actually said he felt like he should have did more. So that shows me he's not content with his performance. You know what I'm saying? He knows there's always room for improvement, and it's all respect to him, man. I see something great in Jaron Boots Ennis. As he fights more and more, the public's going to get to know him more. They're going to see him more. They're going to see the skills. The box community has already been talking. Okay, he takes the game very, very serious, and he's in the gym every day. I believe his brothers were boxers. His dad was a fighter. Like, dog, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing, and I'm excited to see more of him. I want to see him in big fights, possible future opponent. Obviously, him and Virgil Ortiz are the future. Oh, Counter Ben as well. Him, Virgil Ortiz, and Counter Ben are the future of the welterweight um, division. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be a hot. It's gonna be some fire at welterweight, man. When Sean Porter get out the way, Earl Spence get out the way, move up. Terrence Crawford either move up or get out the way or end up having to fight somebody or whatever. Just bottom line, I'm tired. I'm like, just fight. I'm tired of all these politics. I'm tired of all this. Well, you got to do this and got to go get the rings from Saturn and I want an oil change. You got to change more oil, but you can't use your hands. Like I'm tired of this shit. I want all the, I'm tired of all that. Just fight, bro. After a while, as a boxing fan, it just gets dull. It's like, oh, what's stopping this fight from happening? Oh, well, they're on two different sides of the street, or this guy doesn't want to fight this guy, or this guy says that this guy's not worth it, or he's not worthy. And he says he's the ace. I ain't got time for that, bro. But Jaron Boots Ennis is the future, man. I'm telling you, he he's something special. But nonetheless, y'all hit the like button, comment below, share. I think I'm gonna go and end this. When I got 22 minutes. Yeah, man. Y'all come in here, hit the like button, man. Let me know how y'all feel. It's your host, F Merritt, Pound for Pound Sports Entertainment. I'm out.